Let's talk about what you did.
Oh,
Mark. So for those that aren't familiar, Mr. Lobliner, right? I'm pronouncing it right?
Lobliners good, but
Lobliner.
you're Tim. You call me whatever you'd like.
See, I screwed it up. So we have this box of what do you call it? It's a whole food bar, right?
Yeah, it's a whole food protein bar. It's called the Outright Bar.
Sitting right behind you.
Yes.
And you announced just, I think it was not even 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That you were pulling out of Kroger supermarkets because of their COVID policies.
Yes. And that was a decision that I woke up and I read the news and I'm like, you know what? I just can't sit back and be complicit. Look, I am not anti-V word. I'm not at all. My kids all have them. I have them. But under this circumstance and situation, some people might not be able to get these. I mean, I believe, Lydia, you can't get it.
They told me not to.
I was told I'm not supposed to get it by my doctor. So they're saying that we're going to penalize you for not getting this. And there's no one fighting for the employees. These guys are alone. No one's fighting for them. You got Biden's administration saying that if companies don't do this, they're killing grandma and they're complicit in whatever.
You're losing money on this.
I'm losing money. Yes.
Can you say how much money, or do you want to keep that private?
7 figures.
Millions of dollars.
Kroger is huge. They're huge. They own other things like Ralph's. Like, it's a segue into the other door.
Wow.
We're in the final steps of the conversations. And I was like, I woke up in the morning and I ran it by my wife. Now, you guys don't know me as well as my wife knows me, rightfully so. But I kind of have the tendency to do things a little brash, a little bit spur of the moment. Like, I don't think things through. So I actually did. And I'm like, Katie, what should I do? She's like, this is the right decision. Because for me, it hits hard. It hits home. Because being complicit when you have this kind of tyranny and this kind of fascism take over, that's what led to World War II. Oh, Mark, you can't compare this to Nazis. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. It's the same path. And by the way, I lost my entire family to Nazis in World War II. The only reason I'm here is because my grandfather escaped Auschwitz. And because people like me who own businesses, people who can influence people to do the right thing, they stood by and just said, oh, we'll be okay. Let me just take care of my family today. Oh, I could pay my bills today. I'm fine. Oh, I got money in the bank. I'm fine. Until the government comes, confiscates, and puts you on a train. And that's what happens. And if we don't stand up to government overreach like this, my goal with this was to get other companies to follow, but they have no spines and they are greedy bastards.
Preach. Bravo. Preach. Absolutely.
Give me another hour. I have a lot more to say.
Oh, we got an hour and a half.
Oh, cool.
So sitting behind, just right behind Mark is his Outright bars, which they're delicious.
Yeah, we love them.
We have a bunch. They're amazing. And it's like peanut butter, honey, and all that good stuff, protein.
Oh, yeah, it's whole food protein bar, yeah.
You did the right thing, man. You wrote a letter to Kroger saying we cannot, in good conscience, support this. But it's not just about what governments are doing. It's about what these businesses are doing. You stood up to Kroger. You stand to lose a lot of money by doing it.
Yes.
And there are so many people who are like, I won't take that risk. Like you said, I'll just take care of my family. And what you end up with is one step at a time, things get worse. The more people are willing to tolerate, the more the evil pushes and encroaches until finally someone says, enough, I'm not going to stand for this.
Look, Tim, me going on an airplane and refusing to wear a mask and getting arrested, nobody cares. It's not going to make a change. What I want to do is make a change from this level and hopefully other companies follow. And that's where I'm at with this. It's like, okay, I'm one product out of thousands and thousands of products at Kroger. They don't care. They can live without the Outright bar. You know what? And you know what? I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to be just fine. My kids are going to be fine. But if I didn't make this stand, who's going to lead the way? Who's going to be the first one to say, hey, I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm not going to stand by and watch them abuse their employees. And I'm not going to stand by and watch the government overreach on people's freedoms and rights. Like we talked about earlier, it's not about whether the medical procedure is safe or not. It's about freedom.
Yep.
It's about choice. And I'm not going to stand by in the greatest country that ever existed in the history of this planet, and let these bastards destroy it. I'm not going to do it. Not on my watch.